Hello guys, welcome to my channel iTechnologies. In the previous video, we have learned how we can perform for basic mathematical operation in shell scripting. The link of the previous video is given in the description of this video. Today we will learn how we can make a script file and how we can run the file. So let's start. To create a shell script file, we will use a command nano. Let's get into the in folder directory which is already present in my PC, and then we will create the first.sh file which will be our script file. Now we can write the code inside this file. We will write here a simple code which will just print the addition of 2 and 3. To save the script file, we have to press Ctrl plus S, and to exit from the file we have to press Ctrl plus X. We'll do that now. We are saving the file and exiting from the file. Now our task will be to run the first.sh file. How to run it? Let's see. We'll write like this: sh space dot slash first.sh. Now we will learn how you can take input from user and make the code more reliable. We will rewrite in the same file first.sh. Let's see. We will now throwing a statement to the user like echo space enter a number colon, and we will take input by using read command. Read command is used to take input from the user. Number is our variable, and the input given by user will be assigned to the variable number. We will be printing the input taken from the user simply. Let's run the file. Here you can see that it is simply printing the input given by the user. That means our script file is working well. Now let's see how we can take command line input from user and use it inside the code. $1 is used to take the first command line input, $2 is used to second command line input, and so on. You can give any number of command line inputs after the file name while running the file. We will be implementing this concept inside this code. I think some of you know Java, so $1 is like args0 in Java, $2 is like args1 in Java, and so on. So let's see how we can print the command line input given by the user. Now we will run the second .sh file. As we have not entered any command line input after the file name, so it did not print anything. Blank output here. If we run the same file using a command line input 23, it is printing 23. You can see that. So it is working fine. So that's all for today. If you guys have really learned anything from this video, please like the video and hit the subscribe button to get more videos on shell scripting. The previous video on shell scripting is in the description of this video. You can check it out, guys. Thank you.